Now here's a thought. What are the notable traits of a guilty person? Uncontrollable fidgeting? Excess sweating? Overuse of the phrases and you see? Well, for someone who should feel guilty about a lot of things, I'd say the defining trait should be insufferable smugness in the assumption that there's no way in hell anyone's gonna figure out the truth. Let's see if we can put that to the test. Good morning, Madam McClafferty. You're looking as bored as ever.
Welcome back.
Yes, let's try and maintain this false sense of pleasantries for as long as possible. Do you have my celebratory drinks yet? I'm thinking atomic cocktails with a slice of cactus fruit. And please, stop stroking that shotgun under your desk. I'm not actually here to completely waste your time. Just wanted to let you know that the bottle cap press won't be doing much of anything anymore.
Good. I'm sure you were thorough. Here's your payment for a job well done.
If by thorough you mean pumping the thing with about 15 rounds of lead, then yeah, I think that sums it up nicely. I would continue to offer my services, but I'm afraid I'm going to be moving on to greener pastures.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, have fun running this place in the middle of a war, by the way. I'm pretty sure the Legion would kill you instead of enslaving you, if they ever make it this far. Probably. You wouldn't mind if I used the bathroom before leaving, would you? It probably doesn't flush anymore, so I hope you have a bucket of water in there or something. Oh wow, it sure smells like it doesn't flush anymore. Instead of preaching about ancient medical knowledge, the followers should start by teaching the locals about basic hygiene. If I had to die of diseases, at least I don't want it to be toilet related. Okay then, let's see if you're as attentive as your peers at the gun runners, Alice. Ah, stealth boys. The chupacabras would be so mad if they knew I was using these things to steal shit instead of killing people. That's not to say I can't do the latter as well, but we'll leave that for another time. You can't spell stealth without spelling steal, after all. Now, let's see if Cass is right about your little dealings with the Van Graffs. I'm glad you're displaying your safe for all to see, by the way. Someone is very confident about their security. I'd like to see if that's still the case in a couple of days' time. I'm pretty sure the manufacturer's lifetime guarantee is no longer in effect after all these years. But hey, don't you worry, I'm sure this thing will be completely uncrackable. Then again, I have been wrong before. Wow, that's a lot of caps and not much else. I hope it's not a payday tomorrow. Now, what's this? A holotape? Crimson Caravan Van Graff Agreement. Should have kept this one in your pocket, Alice. And either this door is incredibly well lubricated, or you're completely deaf. Considering your age, I would not be surprised at all if it was the latter. This should make Cass reasonably happy. Of course, she would be a lot happier if it was covered in your blood. But hey, she can't get everything she wants. I, for one, am more worried about doing this at the Silver Rush. They have a lot of guards there. Granted, most of them are probably high off of plasma, but I'd rather not push my luck. Okay, I think I remember how to deactivate this. Just gonna push this here and... there we go. Well, now that was refreshing. I hope this thing is not just for show, because if so, I think this company is gonna have to start hiring for janitors. I bet anyone with that kind of job who survived the war must have been glad they would never have to do something like that ever again. Well, guess what? If there's one thing humanity is good at other than killing each other, it's making shit. Well, Madam McClafferty, I'm afraid this will be the last time we meet face to face. Don't worry though, I'll always remember you next time I pull bottle caps out of some dead guy's pockets. It's the least I can do. Christ almighty, that's what, 2 for 2? I remember a time when I was absolutely terrible at sneaking. Now look at me, and all it took was a couple of chupacabras and a pre-war miracle machine. If only everything in life was this simple.
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
Oh, she'll be riding a lot harder in the coming days. Oh my god, that was the most disturbing innuendo in the world. Ugh. Man, is it gonna rain later? When was the last time something like that happened around here? Quickly, someone get a camera. Nobody's gonna believe this.
You find any evidence yet? I'm not gonna wait forever.
Oh ye a little faith, woman. I took this right out of the bitch's safe. Here, let me read you the note that came with it. This is an agreement between the Crimson Caravan Company and the Van Graffs to undercut or eliminate all other rival caravan companies in the region, such as the Gunrunners and Cassidy Caravans. In the case of Cassidy Caravans, Gloria Van Graff has agreed to use mercenaries against Cassidy Caravans to drive down the company's value, allowing Alice McGrafferty to purchase the remaining assets at bargain price. There, you may now throw up in disgust at your own leisure.
So there's just one more safe to crack?
Yeah, please don't remind me about that. I'd love to pretend that just because they mentioned the Van Graffs here, that would be enough to convict those guys as well. But there are more holes in the NCR legal system than the guy who just fucked the Regness wife and daughter at the same time. I'm gonna have to get the Van Graffs version whether I like it or not.
Hope you can get to it. Say what you will about the two leading ladies. They watch their lockers like crows.
Yeah, just to complete that picture, this kid is literally eating like crows. Let's forget the fact that it's a fucking rat for the time being. That thing's been there for at least 24 hours now. There are less disgusting ways to give yourself rocket-fueled diarrhea, kid. But anyways, I'm not going there right now. My heart needs a rest. Besides, I'm pretty sure exposing myself to whatever kind of magic these stealth boys emit so quickly cannot be good for my health. The Chupacabras might be able to handle it, but I'm a far cry from being a 7-foot-tall walking pile of cinder blocks.
No shit.
In any case, I have unfinished business here. Hey, Dr. Mohawk, boy, have I got news for you.
Hey, good to see you.
Well, considering what I've done for you guys, it better be. I've got that supply deal sorted out, by the way. I just need your signature on the contract with a drop of your blood. Don't worry, Satan was not involved in this.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
Wow, you're not even gonna ask about that last comment, huh? Well, if you're that desperate, then I guess this next part should be simple. It was the Garretts. They will get you what you need as long as you keep their gravy train rolling. By which I mean their stills. But you get the idea.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
Hold on a minute, how's that my problem? We never said anything about the suppliers helping out. They just had to give you the means to help Freeside. Besides, have you seen how much waste chemicals they produce every day? You're looking at a surplus. Sell that shit, make some caps, and show everyone how you're supposed to spend money.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Now listen here, I'm not a godsend. I go where I want to go, and I help who I want to help. Nobody directs me, not even the man upstairs. All I ask is some help in return from time to time. Take the King's kick-ass cyberdog, for instance.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
Glad to see you remember the little guy. I would be quite concerned if you didn't recall a dog with cybernetic components. Hell, you can see his freaking brain, for goodness sake. So the King brought him to you personally, I take it.
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
Now, is that actually true, or did you just want to seize the opportunity to deny him something for once? Because let me tell you, I could totally understand the attraction of rejecting someone in authority.
No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
Oh, for goodness sake, woman, the life of a cyberdog is hanging in the balance here. Don't you tell me there's nothing anyone could do to save something that awesome.
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
I knew it. Let me tell you, if that dog dies, then it just vindicates my belief that there is no God. Well, I know the King's gonna be happy to hear about this. Let's just hope this specialist you're talking about has a fucking soul.
Set an example, mothers will follow.
I didn't think you'd be moved by this kind of thing, if I'm honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure you have the best intentions, but I always thought you'd be more impressed with something more concrete, like when I wiped out the fiends or something.
Can't tell you how glad I am you butchered the fiends. Caravans across the wastes are gonna be buying you drinks for years.
Oh, you've heard about that already? Guess my reputation is being spread about. Oh, go fuck yourself, kid. But yeah, I wish you were there to see it. Those guys weren't the sort of people you would invite over for dinner. Not unless you want your own children on the menu. And please don't talk to me about drinks. A, because I think I might be dying of alcohol poisoning after last night. And B, the NCR paid me fuck all for all of that. It was barely enough to get one person on the strip. Maybe I should have claimed the bounty off of caravanners. I bet they will pay up front too. And for goodness sake, guys, mood lighting is one thing, but this is ridiculous.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
You mean, what can I do for you? Apparently it's all I'm good for around here. But yeah, Dr. Farkas said there might be some hope for your little friend here. Unfortunately, the man you want is in somewhere called Jacobstown, and the procedure is gonna be a bit more involved than changing the vinegar in his brain jar.
She said what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Lend him? Surely you mean give him away, because that was going to be my price for doing all of this. What? I always dreamed of having a robot and a cyberdog side by side. There's nothing wrong with that. Since the day I came in here, I realized such a thing existed. Look, you can shut the fuck up. But yes, of course I'll help out.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here, if you're going to be traveling together.
Okay.
First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him.
Fair enough.
He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them.
Why?
Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear? Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Maybe you should have told me about that first.
Hey, what's up?
Fuck you. But like I was saying, I've got a helmet on, Cass is wearing a hat, Veronica has a hood, and Boone has a beret. Yeah, this is not gonna be pretty. But then again, he hasn't flipped out on us yet, so maybe this could work. Although I don't think I'll feed him personally if there are no objections.
Good way to lose a hand.
Yeah, getting bitten by a regular dog is bad enough. I don't want to know what it's like when it's got metal teeth. Also, what the hell is with the sky? I thought...
Lasers, plasma,
Oh,
pistols,
get used to that, by the way. But how did the clouds clear away so quick? This schizophrenic weather isn't helping my nerves. I cannot believe what I'm about to attempt. And it's all for you, lady. Don't forget that. I need to go solo on this one. Not now. Go find Veronica, the one with the face masher. Boone should be here as well by now. Tell them you're with me and they shouldn't kill you.
You got one, so the other might not be impossible. And I appreciate you putting yourself at risk like this. Thanks.
Yeah, well, a less savory man would have demanded very specific rewards for this kind of risk. But not me, as if anyone's gonna appreciate that little detail. Okay, gentlemen, I need to speak with the boss lady, so keep your hands to yourselves. Okay, so I see everyone here is busy attending to nobody. Yep, no other customers in sight. Boy, this is really quiet, isn't it? Well, I hope you guys don't mind the sound of flushing, because I need to use the bathroom in here. And don't give me shit about for paying customers only. I'm a fucking employee, okay? I know what I'm entitled to. Everyone knows a man can't work on an empty stomach, but what about a full colon? That part is underrated these days. Okay, let's see if lightning can strike twice. It better does or I'm a fucking dead man. Good grief, this thing sounds like a dying vacuum cleaner. Now, of course, I need to find the damn safe, assuming they even keep anyone. Yeah, that's right. I'm consistent. Nobody goes into the bathroom without closing the door. Nobody's civilized anyway. But like I was saying, I am so fucked if I have to pickpocket someone. I'm pretty sure people can still feel their genitals being fondled with, even if they can't see who's doing it. Well, unless these guys are completely wasted on plasma, I highly doubt I can get away with opening that door. Although I might be able to squeeze through this gap. Alright, here goes. Come on, right. Leg first. Yes, that's it. Come on. Wow, this is a great position to be in right now. If I get caught here, there would be no escape. It would literally be game over. Phew. Man, that was tight. It's almost like they don't want anyone to get in that way. Okay, solid ground. That's good. We're making progress. Let's not think about the fact that I am now technically trapped in here. I'm pretty sure they'll fall for the same trick twice. The pressing issue here is whether or not they're using the same cheap-ass safe with the same cheap-ass lock. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, this is not the sound of someone picking a lock, guys. It's just a couple of rat roaches having a quick fuck in the corner, and they really appreciate some privacy. And... they finished. Don't come in here, it's pretty messy. Wow, that's a lot of caps. No prizes for guessing where the contract is. There's only one piece of paper in here. How much money can you get out of selling recreational plasma? I'm guessing a lot. And now we come to the awkward part of tonight's special feature. Can I get back out the same way? I guess if they do hear me at this point, I could just kick everyone in the nuts and run straight for the door. By the time they stop crying, I'll be long gone. Then again... everyone saw me come into the building. Crap. This might not work out the way I hoped. Well, at least there's something for me to stand on from this side. Come on. Just a little more. Oh, sweet, sweet hernia. I shouldn't have to worry about you for at least another 20 years or so. Well, these guys are certainly worth every cap. Good job, Miss Van Graff. A suit of black armor and an oversized glow stick does not make you a decent guard. Good thing I'm not wearing that dead guy's armor right now. I'm pretty sure that thing would make a lot more noise. Plus, those things don't look too comfortable in the genital area. Holy Christ, clearly they don't use this as an actual bathroom anymore. Or maybe they do. Who knows what all that plasma can make you do? It would certainly explain the smell. That shit is fresh. Well, I'm glad I got that out of my system. Having said that, your facilities here leave a lot to be desired. Who wants broken porcelain jammed up their rectum? James Garrett? Maybe. That guy's into some weird shit. But definitely not me. And yes, before you ask, I am working on getting that cast girl over here. The outpost is on the other side of the Mojave, for goodness sake. I'll get going when I'm ready, okay? Get off my case, all of you. Don't rush me.
Hello.
Especially you, pal. I'm watching you. It's been, what, 5 minutes and I haven't seen any of you take a shot of plasma. It's okay, I'm leaving now. You don't have to pretend to be professionals anymore. We all know what you really want, so go nuts. I know I'm gonna take a shot at the Wrangler, so go on. Everyone, have some fun. Good God, it's almost comforting to see your act after everything I've been through today. Please know the word almost. Don't bother offering me an autograph until I'm literally bleeding to death.
He means well.
Hey, are they talking about me in there? Well, look who decided to show up. Whoa, Boom! Where'd you get that coat? It's like one of the statues at the Mojave Outpost.
Yeah?
Huh?
Don't even tell me you missed it coming in.
Well, at least now we all have something that might stop a bullet. That's a step up from praying to a tribal shaman, that's for sure.
True. It's a start.
What, you're aiming for power armor by the end of the month? That's my kind of thinking. And look at all this shit. Straight from the Ranger safe house, right? And before you start punching me, Cass, I've got the other half of the evidence.
No shit. There it is. The blood, the motive, as clear as day. They must have penned these with snake venom. But we got it. Now what? Sure, this damns them, but only if someone listens.
Oh, I'm sure they'll listen, but whether they'll do anything about it is another matter. This is where you're gonna have to recommend some recipients. I hope you slept with some influential people while you were in California.
Well, Jackson and the Mojave Outpost could get it to the folks in the West. I wouldn't trust anyone closer to the Colorado. And the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs have their heart back west. Not sure it'll do any good, though.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about Jackson ratting us out. If the Rangers are corrupt, then the NCR is truly fucked. Besides, I'll be damned if I just wasted my time plus 2 full charges of those stealth boys.
Alright, let's do it. Listen to what he has to say.
Hold on a minute. You're expecting me to go all the way back to the Mojave Outpost just to hand over a holotape and a piece of paper? That's a great idea, Eddie. You can do it instead. What a trooper. You can't do something like this with a cyberdog. Yeah, I thought you'd change your mind. You are so easy to influence, it's insane. Besides, I don't think Rex here is going anywhere until he stops having these strokes. This is him apparently stuck in forwards. Okay, get this stuff over to Jackson and come straight back. We'll see what happens then.
We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith.
Good. Just make sure you send medical supplies, not your usual shit. I don't think they appreciate that kind of bait and switch.
Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons.
Hold that thought. Eddie, welcome back. You took your sweet time. How many raiders did you kill on the way here? That made it, huh? Alright, fine. I won't send you out there alone like that again, I promise. So, Jackson has both packages now. It's time to give him a call. This NCR radio better have good reception around here. Hey, Jackson, it's your favorite and exterminator. You remember me, right?
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment.
Good. Based on the pitiful amount of money you gave me, I would have to decline anyway. Well, that marks the official end to pleasantries. Time to get aggressive. You can open those 2 packages I sent you now, if you haven't already. I hope you're wearing gloves, because you are holding evidence to a crap ton of dirty dealings right now.
Alright, this explains a lot of the lost caravans. I thought it was Legion work, but...
Well, you would just love to pin this on those guys, wouldn't you? It makes the paperwork nice and simple. But no, you're gonna have to deal with those 2 ladies whether you like it or not.
I can, if you make me a promise. I need you to swear you won't take revenge on Gloria or Alice. If you do, then your case is over, and we can't see that justice is done. I know some things are hard to let go. But you and Miss Cassidy need to understand that. Hear me?
You should probably tell her that in person. Trust me, she's got this look on her that says, we have to do this my way or we'll throw your dead body on the highway. Question is, can you get this stuff to where it needs to go? One step at a time, that's how we'll have to approach this.
I can promise that. What happens after?
Move along, please.
Not even God himself could move the Congress in or out of session. And this is a tricky matter. God, what a mess. People turning against each other when the Mojave's at risk of falling. If the Republic's sinkhole progress doesn't kill us, greed will. Thanks for bringing me this. I know revenge must have been tempting. For what it's worth, I appreciate you didn't shed any more blood. We need to save our strength for the Legion.
Clearly some people didn't get that memo. Well, I don't give a shit if you have to stick this on the window of the president's bedroom. Make something happen. I'll do what I can on my end, but we want results. The thirst for blood is strong around here, believe me.
I'll do what I can. And those folks that got killed need to be answered for.
Hey, it's a bad day to be an insurance provider, that's for sure. Did he just hang up on me? Huh, wow, a couple of 100 years without working telephones and people have completely forgotten the correct procedures. If you're gonna hang up on someone, swear loudly and then slam it. That's the only acceptable way of doing it. Not this passive-aggressive bullshit. Okay, Cass, you heard it on the radio. Jackson's gonna do his best to sort this out legally.
Well, that's settled.
According to you, his definition of best is slightly better than most other bureaucrats, so that puts our chances of getting results from impossible to next to impossible.
I think the NCR back west, when riled, is going to be the worst enemy the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan ever had. They're all so mired in procedure and paper out there.
Lady?
The kind of evidence we gave is going to be worse than shooting them. I think that settles accounts with me and my men.
Good. Now can we please get going? Vegas awaits. Oh, what the hell are you doing that for? Oh, Christ, what the fuck is this? Unprovoked brutality in broad daylight. Everyone can see this, right? Good. That means it's open season on these guys. Ha 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 ha.
Sniff this, Simon!
Plasma isn't gonna get you guys out of this. Oh shit! Rex is down. We've lost our mascot. I mean, one of our mascots. He was on medication, you heartless pricks. God damn it, this is bad. I can say goodbye to that favor from the king now. I guess at least he went out in a blaze of glory. That's better than choking on your own brain fluid, that's for sure. Holy shit, Rex, you're okay. You're not burned either, not even slightly singed. Wow, I guess they don't even build dogs like they used to. So how are you feeling, boy? You up for some more murdering? Excellent! We're burning this whole place down. Hello, Madam Van Graff. If you thought we were just gonna leave it at that, then clearly you're high on plasma too.
Open wide, bitch!
So what was that about starting trouble for nothing, you fucks? Well, I'm starting shit right now. Why am I still alive, huh? Hey, I'm talking to the manager, fuck off. I'm entitled to complain as a customer. Hey, don't you try to run from this. I know my rights. On second thought, that's a good enough compensation for me. Take 5, everyone.
If you say you're going to gather evidence, then kill the bitches anyway, at least tell me when you change your mind. Now, if you're done fucking around, let's settle accounts the old-fashioned way.
Whoa, slow down there, cowgirl. They started this, not me. I didn't do this for revenge. I am completely cold and calculating right now. Jackson can't say shit about any of this, so we can still settle things legally.
Don't matter much how we settle this, as long as it gets settled. Just trim the Van Graff family tree. I think Freeside'll breathe a little easier now. Now, on to settle accounts with Alice McLafferty. Putting her down? That would suit me just fine. Can't wait to see the look on her face when I show up. She'll know why.
Clearly, nothing I just said got through that thick hat of yours. The Crimson Caravan can actually report us, whereas this is an isolated incident. Besides, I'm in charge here, so I make the rules. You've had your chance to let the killing out of your system. Now, if you don't mind, we've got a lot of looting to do.
Music to my ears.
Okay, all of you, grab a container. Take anything that's shiny, glowing, or both. And for the love of God, don't sniff the plasma. I will not deal with addicts, understand? Yeah, Vegas can wait a little while longer.
Give us a room with a view of the beautiful Rhine. Give us a room with a view of the beautiful Rhine. Give me a mighty old creek in Texas any old time.